Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Wander and Prepare. Today is kind of going to be an inside episode. So I know sometimes it looks like it can be a lot of fun, and it is, doing the YouTube reviews of the new knives. And yes, I have companies send me free knives, and that's really cool and stuff, but I kind of wanted to show you some of the behind the scenes stuff and what you have to do that. So I'm not filming a video today, but I'm prepping for a video to be filmed. And this is kind of all the stuff that I normally cut. So I'm separating all these things, I'm cutting all of them up, and then I'm eventually going to put them in Ziploc bags, so I have just a cutting bag ready to go of medium that I can use. Now, the second thing about that, the non-glorious side of this, so this is a knife I reviewed a few weeks ago. So this is CPM 3V. This is the Knives by Nudes Brewing. And I just want to show you, because I've used this knife, because first off, it's just a heck of a slicer to cut most of this stuff and most of the ones for the last few reviews that I've done. But I just want to show you that I am just about reached the end of this edge life, and I'm going to have to touch it up. So that's the other non-glorious thing. You have to sharpen these knives really often when you do the kind of stuff that we do. So I'm just going to show you the toast route. And if you remember when we first cut this, man, it cut through this thing like butter. But look at this. I'm literally like sawing on this thing, and it's hard to get through it. So it is pretty much done. So I gotta touch it up. I'm hoping I can touch it up with the strop and get it back to where it needs to be, but it's gonna take a lot of stropping. I may have to borrow some help, because that's a Scandi at 12 degrees. So I don't actually have a sharpener that can get that, and I'm not great at doing it by hand. So this is actually a Civivi Praxis, and I actually sharpened this one not too long ago, so it's still pretty sharp. But I actually reground the edge on this. This is a 17 degree now, and I put like a little bit of a mirror polish on there, so it is just super like razor sharp, but pretty cool. Let's see how it does. And I've kind of switched it, and as you see, it's already it's going through it way better, but still struggles just a little bit to get through it. So just wanted to show you that. And these are all the zip ties that I'll have to put together. And sometimes I don't always have like kits already pre-planned and put together, but just trying to do a little planning and making it a little easier on my wife, who is gracious enough to film my videos, and make it a little easier once we get ready to do that. So got a few extra things I want to show you. So first off, I want to point out this is a 3D print that I had of my logo. And honey, what was the name of that company?
H&H Creations.
So H&H Creations. So look him up. I think he's got a website, but really cool stuff. And he printed that out for me. And then I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the next two videos coming up. So I have one for Ice Age blades, and I have one for half face blades. So let's first check out the Ice Age blades one. So first off, super cool little logo and work on that box. And this is the Slim Scout. Show you that from Ice Age Blades, and we'll talk a whole lot more about it. But John over at Ice Age Blades sent me that one, and then he sent me a couple of the handle scales that they're creating, because they're making them swappable now. And super cool pattern on that one. And then sheath, heck of a leather sheath. Like, man, that thing is heavy duty and nice quality. Now let's look at the half face blades. So I was super excited when they told me they was going to send me a knife. So this is an EDC size version of their knife. Most of them are quite large, but this is called the Disaster Cub. So super cool knife. And if you see on this side, you can see the half face logo for half face blades. So pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this one. Incredible finish on it. And this is, believe it or not, a cheaper knife from them. But when I say cheap, that is literally a $350 knife.
Less expensive.
It is not cheap for most people, but it is one of their cheaper knives. But they do a lot of custom work. They do a lot of really custom fancy handles and different things like that. So really custom stuff. All right, so that's what I got. Just wanted to show you some of the behind the scenes of what it takes making these videos. I know it looks like a lot of fun on camera, and don't get me wrong, it is, but there is a lot of prep work that has to go into the behind the scenes of this. Not to mention putting all this stuff together to do the cutting. Again, you got to touch up the blades after you dull them, and then you got a video edit after you do the videos. So, and I'm very fortunate, knock on wood, I normally don't have to do many takes of these videos, but every once in a while I'll mess up and I have to do several different takes. So lots of work that goes in behind the scenes. So just kind of wanted to give you guys an inside look of what it takes to put this together. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoy this content, I'd love it if you give me a like and subscribe. Other than that, let's make sure as we're out there wandering and preparing, let's do so by faith and not by sight. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much. Here's the 2 blades coming. Ice Age Blade Slim Scout and the Disaster Cub from Half Face Blades.